Hello. So, in the last video, I had told you guys about how I had a few things that I fixed and changed in the enclosure since filming that video. It was pretty empty when I made it, but I did get some more things. I did fill it in, and I just recently ordered a couple more things that I wanted to throw in, and it was due for a cleaning, so I decided to make a video about it. So in this video, I'm going to go through cleaning the enclosure and placing in a couple new items, including a grapevine log. I've always wanted one of those, and I think it's important to recognize that not everybody is going to have every piece of the enclosure that they want right off the bat, right? Like, it's okay to order a couple things every month, like 1 or 2 items every month in order to add to the enrichment, as long as you are still providing what your hamster needs while you still get the cooler stuff. So I just wanted to point that out. Everything in my enclosure I've collected over the process of like a year. I did not have all of these items right off the bat. I had a good size enclosure, a good size wheel, a multi-chamber hide, a water dish, and a sand bath right off the bat. The other stuff, I had like toilet paper rolls, and I still have one in there, and like stuff like that to start with. So anyways, I got derailed a little off topic. Here is the video of me taking everything out, cleaning, and re-putting it back together for Ben. Enjoy. So Benny is definitely not a crawl into your hand type of hamster. He is very much so give me treats and I might let you touch me type of hamster. So whenever I need to put him in his carrier, I always start with some treats and some sniffs to let him know that things are okay. And now that Benny is gone, it is now safe to remove all of his accessories without fear of stressing him out. When I do this, I like to make sure that I'm shaking out all of the extra bedding so that way I'm not making a mess on the floor. And with all those accessories out of the way, then I am free to do the cleaning. I like to take out any bedding that could possibly be spoiled, so any places where he likes to poop. He usually pees in his sand bath, so I don't really have to worry about that part, but I do make sure to check for that as well. And then I also remove any bedding that just has a whole bunch of seed shells from his sprays as well. I get to be really careful when I'm doing this with his underground nest. I do just like to make sure I'm removing all of the poop and not removing too much of his food or anything like that. And then of course I need to replace all of the bedding that I removed, and I'm gonna add a little bit more than what I removed because with spot cleaning it has dwindled a little bit in how much bedding was in there. Here you'll see me packing all of the bedding down. This is just so that way, should he choose to burrow, which he does not often do, it will actually hold. It's pretty filled with bedding, so now it is time to go ahead and put all of his accessories back in while adding the couple items that I purchased as well. This little hideout slash ramp is one of those items that I was excited to add in. It's very cute and it's definitely multifunctional. I'm very indecisive though, so I did move it around quite a few times before I landed on a spot for it. Same thing with this grapevine wood. I was over the moon to have this in my enclosure finally. Personally, I feel like it's like a keystone item for making the enclosure feel very natural and have a really nice aesthetic. This is a little dish that I think is technically a sand bath, but I like to use it for substrate. I'm gonna put some moss in here for him. Last time I used this, I had some cocoa fiber in there, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where I put the bag. It's somewhere floating around in my supplies, but I was really excited to try out some forest moss because we haven't done that yet. And I think it's really fun to swap out the substrates for him to dig in every once in a while. And now it is time to add in one of my favorite things, and that is going to be the sprays. As I said before, Benny doesn't really get sprays too often because he does go absolutely nutso crazy for them, but it has been a while since he has seen them, as that video was a few months ago, so I'm going to go ahead and give him some fresh sprays. I like putting these little flower ones near the moss because it's really cute. It makes it feel like a garden. then I just have to add in his water dish and scatter around his food. I do use the Higgins Sunburst seed mix, and then I use the Missouri Rat and Mouse Diet little protein blocks. I do like to break them up, otherwise he will just pee on them. So this is the overview of the whole thing put together. I really am proud of this enclosure. No, it's not perfect and it could still be a little bit more crowded, but that will come with time, and I'm just really happy with how it all came together. I think the grapevine wood over the paper towel roll is really nice, and I think that this little garden area that I've created is really cute. Maybe it won't seem like a garden to him, but to me it really does evoke that energy. And I do like that I was able to make it so that all paths do lead to his wheel, including his sand bath. His sand bath leads directly to his wheel, which is good because he is able to take a break and get some water when needed. Something really cool about his wheel is I added in this Night Angel wheel pedometer so that I can see how many rotations he is doing every night. And so yeah, so that's pretty much it for this part of it. We've got the sand bath area, the wheel area, this area right above his burrow, and the little garden area. So since I am done, it is time to add Benny back in. The little guy was sleeping. Oh, he's so cute. And so I had to go ahead and get his attention so I didn't spook him too much, and then I was able to pick him up and put him back in. This is the best part of all. If you are a hamster owner, you know how fun it is to watch your little guy or girl explore the world that you have just created for them. He is definitely more food motivated, so he's going to pay more attention to his food that's scattered than anything, but I do think it's fun to watch him roam about. I don't know if anybody else's hamster is like this, but I have noticed that lately his sand bath is like a safe space for him. He even started storing some food in there on occasion. It's very weird. And he has spotted it. He found the millet spray, and of course that is the only thing that he is focused on now. There he is, just picking up more food because he is like a little vacuum. That's what I like to call him. He's a little food vacuum because that's all he cares about. He's just sucking it all up. So there it is, the new enclosure was complete. I'm really happy with the way it looks. I think this is the best it's looked in a while, in a really long time. So I'm really happy with it. And if you are interested in anything you saw in there, like the wheel pedometer, the grapevine log, the water dish, any of that, I'm gonna have everything from the enclosure linked down below because I get like literally everything through Amazon. It's just very convenient. But yeah, until next time, bye-bye.